let's get into why this business, C equals, is important to Block as a company, right? Like a Lightning service provider, I think for folks in the Lightning ecosystem, we understand the need for that. But, for Block being a, multi-billion-dollar business, I think a lot of people on the outside who may be following Block's business overall may be looking at this and go, what's the deal here? Why is a Lightning service provider, so high up on the priority list for you guys, considering all the other things that you could be working on and all the resources that you do have to build financial tools for the world?
Yeah. An LSP is really, and C equals is really a look towards the future. It's a look towards Lightning. And for Block, it's actually a way for us to invest our Bitcoin. Right now, we have about 8,000 Bitcoin. It's all locked up, and it doesn't really do much. So I think people on the outside might have seen that as kind of a speculative investment, or saying like, "Oh, hey, this is for inflation," or whatever the current thing people say about holding Bitcoin is. But when I went to the treasury lead and I asked her, "Hey, I have an idea. It's going to take some Bitcoin. Is that okay?" I was kind of thinking, oh, she doesn't want to move it, like it's an investment, probably don't want to touch it. But what she actually said was, yeah, that's exactly what this is for. And that was a big thing for me, just kind of thinking about this, because, I think Block really bought that Bitcoin for the future and thinking, hey, someday we might want to do something with this. And this is kind of exactly that. By putting our Bitcoin into channels on the Lightning Network and offering services and tools for people to use it, we're putting our Bitcoin to use, and we're actually hoping to generate some revenue off it.
That is interesting. So you think that was from day one, that was the plan with buying that Bitcoin? You think that at some point, someone at Block, maybe Jack or someone else, was thinking, eventually we're going to be using this and generating an actual return on it rather than just holding it for the price appreciation?
That's what I was told. I don't know exactly, but I don't know if they even thought that we'd be able to make money on it either. I think it was more like we believed in Bitcoin and we wanted to show that, and an opportunity to show that even further by using it to help people get on the network, I think is a story that people are pretty on board with.
Yeah. Okay. Now, so I have to then ask about, frameworks for deploying this capital, this Bitcoin, on the Lightning Network. How do you guys think about this? You got 8,000 or so Bitcoin. What's your strategy? Do you just dump 8,000 Bitcoin onto the Lightning Network and double public capacity in a day? Or how do you think about, efficiently using this capital, helping the network, and, helping this whole ecosystem grow?
So we're starting with what I'd call a modest investment of Bitcoin. We need to bootstrap our node. We need to get on the network. And that's what we're starting to do now. We had our launch. We're opening channels. We're doing that. Eventually, as we start rolling out our LSP services, I'm hoping that the more Bitcoin we add to the node, it all has a place to go. I guess I want to make sure that when we're opening channels, it is going to a non-custodial wallet user. It is going to a business. It's going towards people who are actually going to be using the Lightning Network to send and receive Bitcoin. And I think we'll very easily be able to say, in a little bit, when we actually start offering our services, we'll be able to say, hey, we have this many customers. We've had this much demand. We need this much more Bitcoin. I think the ideal future state is, as we're adding Bitcoin, it's going to people who need it.